Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Bulldog Show. As always, spread the good word. Top story, Trump was at Youngstown, spoke at about 8 o'clock on Saturday night, and had about a crowd of about 7,000. It cracks me up that there is always media reports that like the arena wasn't filled. Well, I got to ask you a question. What Democrat and Joe Biden is holding arena events where 7,000 people are showing up? I mean, it truly is amazing, isn't it? They tried to make a big deal about this. I mean, it's like, really? Oh, there was only 7,000 people. How many people with Joe Biden? Joe Biden can't fill up a diner. Cracks me up. Martha's Vineyard. Well, you know, DeSantis says there's more coming. The hypocrisy of these people. I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than what Abbott and DeSantis are doing, shipping these illegal immigrants into these liberal enclaves. I mean, there's nothing better because it shows the hypocrisy. You haven't heard a word from the Obamas, have you? I mean, think about that. They don't want to take in these illegal immigrants. Would you? I wouldn't. I'm going to honest. I don't want people that I don't know, undocumented, who you're getting. Are you kidding me? Welcome into your home? No way. Not me. I'm willing to admit it. How come they won't admit it? And then they call it un-American. Joe Biden calls it un-American. I swear, the things that they do and say is just maddening, isn't it? Maddening. And remember, they get away with it because of the media. You would have never been able to do these things in the 70s and 80s. Would have never been able to do them, or prior. Never. The media would have never allowed all this to happen. That's how terrible the media's been. I want to talk about fentanyl. Fentanyl scares me to death. I have children. I have grandchildren. I have friends. And this fentanyl coming in this country, different colored tablets. You don't know where it gets to one person, the next person. They think it's candy. It's scary. And it is a diabolical thing that China and the gang cartels are doing with the full cooperation of Joe Biden. I also want to comment about the political and economic elite. You know, there was something in this country once upon a time called AntiTrust. And the whole purpose is that we don't let our country get ruled by oligarchs. And that's what we've allowed to happen. And those oligarchs buy the politicians. So we now are a country that has been controlled by political gangsters and oligarchs. And there's a system set up that's supposed to prevent that. Doesn't work. We've allowed it to happen. Hunter Biden has now been proven over and over again that he's invested in Chinese companies, including ones that have concentration camps. It's unbelievable. The Axeman, New York City, McDonald's, no bail. No bail. 782 border deaths this year, a record. Can you imagine if that happened under Trump? Under Biden? Nothing. Starbucks continue to close their stores in major cities. Incredible. Seattle, New Orleans, they're closing them. In other words, woke's turned against itself. Cracks you up, doesn't it? Cracks me up. Putin is a stone cold killer. All of these oligarchs around him who spoke out against him are mysteriously dying. By the way, remember, you've heard it first and only here. All these people that feel like you got to pick sides. You got to pick Russia. You got to pick Ukraine. You know, I say baloney. Russia is a corrupt, evil country led by Putin. Ukraine is a corrupt country led by Zelensky. Both countries are corrupt. But I can tell you one thing, we didn't need the war. Biden wanted the war. Honda gives out some bonuses. They apparently were too much. Now they want people to give it back. Folks, once you have money and you spend it, it's pretty tough to give it back, isn't it? New York City has laid off, the New York City Education Department, unvaxxed teachers and aides. Does that further education? Hell no. How messed up is that? Teacher shortage, just lay them off because they didn't get vaxxed. I'm going to call out Ted Cruz on something. He calls Joe Biden the biggest human trafficker in the world. He's right. But Ted, I said that a year ago. And I've been saying it over and over and over again. It's not just a human trafficker. He leads the largest cartel. He is the head of a cartel, the president of the United States. New Orleans, murders are up 144%. It looked like Tom Brady wanted to murder that little device that he had. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.